today we're going to be doing the Math IGCSE section 7.2 quiz for the math periodic. So let's get started. We have here, consider the data in the table below listed in ascending order. We have to keep in mind it's listed in ascending order. This will help us. So let's get it into a whiteboard. Okay. So the lower quartile of any data is always 25%, so 25 over 100, times the total frequency, I'll name it n, which is the total amount of data. The total amount of data here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 30. Okay, so we substitute that, 30, you'll get 7.5. Here, okay, you always round up, okay, so it's going to be the 8th position. We count in ascending order. We always count in ascending order to not get the wrong answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our answer, 32. Correct. Next question is about the upper quartile, which is basically the same. It's just 75%. 75% of n, which is equal to 75 over 100 times 30, as we said. You will get, I'll plug it in into my calculator, wait, times 30, I'll get 22.5, which is equal to 23, as I said, always round up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 is the 23th position is 73, and that's our answer. The 10th percentile of the data is the 10th percent. It's when they say nth percentile, nth percentile, it's always n. Oh wait, actually I'll say, if they say k percentile, then it will be k over 100 times n. So keeping that in mind, they said here the 10th percentile, so it will be 10 over 100, the 10th percent, times 30, cancel those out, it will be the third position, third, it will be 15. 1, 2, 3, 15. And that's how you solve the question. Moving on. Okay, here we want to find the median, but this type of median is particularly tricky. Why? It's because it has intervals. When we have without intervals, we can just usually say that n divided by 2, and then we'll get that position. I'll show you later. But here we have a totally different rule for getting the median of intervals. The rule states, as I said, b plus, you open a fraction, b minus a over fb, I'll explain what they are right now, minus fa times, open brackets, n over 2 minus fb. So what does that all mean? So we will take the median class. What's the median class? It's the class that contains the median. So how do we get the class that contains the median? We will have a and rb. So we firstly take the entire frequency n, 20, divide that by 2, we'll get 10. So the median is in the 10th position, or the the median class that contains the 10th position. So how do you find that median class? You get the cumulative frequency. Here it's going to be 2, you add 3, here it's going to be 5, you add 4, it's going to be 9, here it's going to be 13, and here it's going to be 20. 2 isn't enough for 10. 5 isn't enough for 10. 9 also isn't enough for 10, but 13 has enough space for 10. So this here is your median class, 10, 14. So we get that 10, 14 is your A and B. What does FB and FA and those stuff mean? FB, okay, is the cumulative frequency of that, like, of your median class, and FA is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So here we have the median class 10, 14. So FB is 13 right here. FA is going to be the one before it, so it's going to be 9. So using the rule, we're going to get 14B plus 14 minus 10 over 13, the cumulative frequency of our median class, minus the one before it, 9, times, open brackets, always don't forget to open brackets, the total frequency, which is 20, over 2, minus FB, so it's going to be 13 as well. Plug that in your calculator, you will get 11, and that's your answer. Moving on. Okay, so beforehand we saw how to find the median in intervals. Here we don't have intervals. You can do this very easily, okay, by simply getting the total frequency, which is 2 plus 10, 12, plus 5, 17, plus another 5, 22, plus 6, 28, plus 1, 29. So 29 over 2. Your median is gonna be at the, wait, hold on, 29 over 2, 14.5, but we always round up, so it's gonna be the 15th position. Alright, how do you find the 15th position? We get the cumulative frequency, 2, and then you add 10, 12, then you add 5, 17, okay, and then you add 5 again, 22, then you add 6, 28, and then you add 1, 29. 2 isn't enough for 15, 12 isn't enough for 15, but 17 is enough for 15. So that's your answer, 2. That's how you solve the question. Moving on. Okay, here we're gonna do the same thing. For mean, need to find mean, but for it's the harder version for intervals. Okay, so firstly, for intervals, okay, what we're gonna have to do, it's gonna be the mid value of the, alright, we'll start with A first. We know that frequency density is equal to frequency over width. This is a rule you need to know, but here they want frequency. So what do? We can obtain by cross multiplication that frequency is equal to width times frequency density. I'll give you an example to show. Here for the class 0 to 4, what's the width? 4. And what's their density? Check here, 5. 5 times 4, 20. Okay, here for the class 4 to 6, what's the width? 2. What's their frequency density? 20. So 20 times 2, 40. And then so on, so on. The important part, or the trickier part here, is part B. How do you do part B? So we want to find the mean duration of the call using the mid intervals. How do you find it? You get the mid value, and what I mean by the mid value is, like, if you have from 0 to 4, the mid value is going to be 2, and if you have, for example, 0 to 6, the mid value is going to be 3, and etc., times the frequency, okay, for each corresponding class, okay, over the total frequency. So we're going to be doing So we're going to be doing 2, which is the mid value for this class, times 20 plus, open brackets again, what's the mid value between 4 and 6? It's going to be 5 times 40 plus, what's the mid value between 6 and 10? It's 8, so 8 times 60 plus 10 and 14, it's going to be 12 times 60 plus 14 and 22. The easiest way to get it is to add them both up and divide by 2. It's 18, the mid value, times 20. All that over the total frequency, which is 20 plus 40 plus 60, 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 60 plus 20. It is 200. If you plug that in your calculator, you'll find that it's equal to 9. I'll just double check. 2 times 20 plus 5 times 40 plus 8 times 60 plus 12 times 60 plus 18 times 20 divided by 200. Yes, it's equal to 9. Moving on to the next question. Now here we get to the other scenario of finding the mean, which is the easier part. I'll show it to you right now. Since here we do not have intervals or or like classes, what we can basically do is apply the rule xi times fi over total frequency. Now what does all that mean? Xi is the number of paintings here, and fi is the number of frequency for that number of paintings. Okay, and then you do that for each corresponding painting. So for this one, for that 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 one. So what do we do? 3 times 1 plus 4 times 2 plus 5 times 6 plus 6 times 6 plus 7 times 7 plus 8 times 3. All that in brackets over the total frequency, which is 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3. Hold on, I'll calculate that. 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3, 25. And then if you plug it in your calculator, you should get 6, and I'll double check. 3 plus 8 plus 30 plus 36 plus 49 plus 24. Divide that by 25, and yes, you get 6. Next question. Okay, this is like a basic indirect application on the mean definition. So what do they mean here by find x so that the mean of data set is 22? What is the mean? Mean is basically like the average. If you have like 2 scores, how do you find the average? You find the average by x1 plus x2, okay, and divide that by the number of x, so 2. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 datas. So what do? We do x plus 2x plus 3x plus 5x is equal to 22. But don't forget, you have to divide them by the number of occurrences, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you find x. So you cross multiply, you're gonna get 88 is equal to x plus 2x, 3x plus 3x as well, 6x plus 5x is equal to 11x. X is gonna be 8. Next question. This one is really easy question. All they want here is for you to plot the frequency, okay, and all you have to do is check for the class 10 to 20. You check the frequency 15, and then all you have to do is press to get 15, and here 20 to 30 you want 20 frequencies, so 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to 20. And you just repeat that for each and every class. It's really simple. Just need to read the question. Okay, last question, question 8. Here they want the total number of pets in the building. How do you find the total number of pets? The total number of pets is the same thing as xi times fi. Why is it the same as that? So imagine you have 9 people in the building that have 0, and 2 people in the building that have 1, and 6 that have 2, and 6 that have 3. So how do you find the total number? You just multiply each and every single one. So 9 times 0 is going to be 0, times 2 times 1 is 2, plus 2 times 1 is 2, plus 2 times 6 is 12, plus 6 times 3 is 18, plus 4 times 4 is 16, plus 5 times 2 is 10. You add that all up in your calculator, 0 plus 2 plus 12 plus 18 plus 16 plus 10, you're gonna get 58. You solved the hard part at this point. Now they just want the mean number. The mean number is xi times fi over the total number of frequency. Already got that this part is equal to 58, and n is equal to 9 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2, which is equal to 29. So 58 over 29, and you'll get 2. And this is how you solve the section 7.2. I hope this helped you, and good luck in the periodic.